Everyone wants to get rich online, but almost nobody does. Ever wondered why? Because the odds are stacked against you from the start. Behind every viral success story is an entire machine built to make you believe you're next, when in reality, the game is rigged. In the next 10 minutes, we're pulling back the curtain on the digital gold rush. We'll uncover the hidden traps, the countless stories of people who lost everything chasing quick wealth, and the psychological tricks designed to keep you hooked. In 1849, thousands risked everything to find gold in California. They left their homes, their jobs, even their families, chasing the promise of quick wealth. Most came back with nothing. Some never came back at all. And today, the gold rush is back. But the gold isn't in rivers, it's in our phones. And the picks and shovels aren't made of steel, they're digital. I'm talking about Bitcoin, TikTok fame, NFTs, dropshipping, the modern dream of getting rich online. Behind every smiling millionaire you see on your feed are thousands who burn out, go broke, or get scammed before they make their first dollar. Over the next 6 acts, we'll trace the rise of this new gold rush, from the hype and the hidden players to the people who lose it all. And if you stick until the end, the last act will reveal the one thing that can actually help you win in this scary environment. Let me introduce you to Glauber Contesoto. In early 2021, he was a 33-year-old in Los Angeles, making $40,000 a year, renting a small apartment, no big savings, no trust fund. Then came Dogecoin, the meme coin that started as a joke in 2013. On Reddit's Wall Street Bets and Twitter, people weren't talking about if it would hit $1, they were talking about when. Glauber didn't just buy a little, he put in $180,000, every cent he had, plus tens of thousands on borrowed margin. April 2021, Elon Musk tweets about Doge. The price explodes. Glauber's net worth hits $2 million in 69 days. CNBC calls him the Dogecoin millionaire. People start DMing him for advice, but he never sold. "I'm in it for the long term," he said. By mid-2022, his portfolio was worth less than $50,000. Take Alex Saunders, for example, a respected Australian crypto YouTuber. During the 2017 bull run, he built a loyal following teaching blockchain fundamentals and breaking down complex ideas for everyday investors. But by the 2021 hype cycle, the story had shifted. Followers alleged he was borrowing millions for private deals that never materialized. Within months, his reputation collapsed and his social media accounts disappeared. A rise and fall that mirrored the very market he once championed. And it wasn't just crypto. Around the same time, dropshipping, the e-commerce model where you sell products without holding inventory, had its own gold rush. Teenagers were going viral claiming they'd made $100,000 in a single month. But what didn't make the headlines were the thousands more who lost their savings on Facebook ads, chasing products that were popular for 48 hours before vanishing into obscurity. Different industries, same story. In every gold rush, digital or otherwise, the pattern repeats. A handful strike it rich, while most walk away empty-handed. And just like the 1800s, the real winners aren't always the ones digging for gold. In 1849, the richest weren't miners. They were Levi Strauss, who sold jeans to miners, Samuel Brannan, who bought up all the picks and shovels in San Francisco. In the digital gold rush, the biggest winners aren't the ones chasing trends. They're the ones selling the tools to everyone else. Platforms like Shopify profit from every would-be entrepreneur, collecting their $29 a month, whether the store makes a single sale or not. Coinbase takes a cut of every crypto trade, win or lose. And YouTube? It earns billions in advertising revenue from both success stories and outright scams. But the most seductive shovel of all isn't a platform, it's a promise. The rise of the personal brand mentor model, where one person convinces thousands that they hold the secret to striking gold. Tai Lopez, famous for his "Here in My Garage" ad with the Lamborghini, built a multi-million-dollar empire selling courses on marketing, social media growth, and wealth building. The brilliance? He wasn't making money from the method. He was making money from selling the method. Kevin David launched courses on Amazon FBA, Shopify, and automation. In 2023, the FTC ordered him to pay $2.6 million for deceptive income claims, saying most customers made little to no money. And still, thousands signed up, because in a gold rush, the promise of a shovel feels safer than the risk of digging. But if the shovels are so expensive, why do people keep buying them? It's not just greed, it's psychology. First, there's FOMO, the fear of missing out. The voice in your head telling you to buy when prices are already at their peak. Then there's the gambler's fallacy, the belief that after enough losses, you're due for a win. And finally, social proof, the most powerful of all. The illusion that if everyone else is getting rich, you will too. These forces explain why so many people ignored the warning signs in projects like CryptoZoo. Logan Paul pitched it as the next big NFT game, a world where you could hatch animals, trade them, and supposedly earn passive income. Millions of his fans bought in, but the game never worked. The NFTs turned worthless. And when CoffeeZilla dug deeper, he found the chaos wasn't an accident. It had been there from the start. Mismanagement, broken promises, and confusion behind the scenes. What's striking is that many investors knew it was risky. They admitted it, but they stayed anyway, hoping to time their exit before the collapse. And this wasn't new. BitConnect, one of the largest crypto Ponzi schemes, reached a $2.6 billion market cap at its peak. They held giant conventions, with promoters hyping it like a movement. Friends convinced friends to join in. Families invested together. And then, overnight, regulators shut it down. The token crashed 90% in a single day. But there's an even deeper trap. Algorithms are mining us too. Scrolling on TikTok isn't free. You're paying with your attention. Apps like this are engineered to keep you hooked. Endless scroll, dopamine hits, unpredictable rewards. It's the same mechanism as slot machines in Las Vegas. And the longer you stay hooked, the more you're nudged into trends, into FOMO, into chasing the next gold rush. It's not just money being mined, it's your brain. The dream of the digital gold rush is simple: financial freedom. Work from a beach, no boss. But the reality for many is far darker. 16-hour days, constant anxiety over algorithms, and a life dictated by a dashboard you can't control. Take Elle Darby, a UK influencer who had spent years building her brand on YouTube and Instagram. In 2022, old offensive tweets resurfaced. Within days, every sponsorship deal was gone. Years of work erased almost overnight. Or look at Dan Bilzerian, the so-called king of Instagram. His lavish lifestyle attracted millions of followers and countless headlines. But when SEC filings from his company Ignite came out, they suggested much of the money was being funneled into his personal image rather than real business growth. The audience eventually lost interest. The brand faded. And sometimes it isn't even scandal. It's just an algorithm. In 2018, Facebook changed its newsfeed to prioritize friends over publishers. Entire media companies saw 80% of their traffic vanish in a week. Layoffs followed. These weren't bad businesses. They were simply platform dependent. And that's the danger. When your success is tied to platforms you don't control, collapse can happen in an instant. Which brings us to the question, in this environment, who actually wins? In every gold rush, there are always winners, but they're not who you think. The first group are the early movers, the ones who got in before the hype, made their money, and cashed out before the collapse. The second group are the tool sellers, platforms like YouTube, TikTok, and Shopify. They don't gamble on who finds gold. They profit from every single attempt, win or lose. But there is a rare third category. Builders who play a longer game. People like Mr. Beast, who treat their brand not as a trend, but as a business. He reinvests everything, builds multiple revenue streams, diversifies across platforms and industries. His empire doesn't rise and fall with one algorithm, one sponsor, or one viral video. And that's the difference. While most chase fast money, the real winners build structures designed to last. If you want to survive this digital gold rush, you can't just rely on luck. You need a playbook. Step 1. Build skills that compound. Copywriting, coding, storytelling. The kinds of skills that get more valuable the longer you use them. Step 2. Own your audience. Platforms can vanish, algorithms can change overnight, but if you have an email list, your own products, your own website, that's leverage no one can take away. Step 3. Diversify early. Never let one platform or one trend control your entire income. And Step 4. Sell something essential. Not a shiny trend that burns out in 6 months. Something people will still need years from now. We saw this during the dropshipping boom. Thousands of stores collapsed when Facebook ad costs spiked and viral products died out. But a small group survived, not because they were lucky, but because they built brands. Loyal customers, repeat purchases, multiple products. They weren't chasing the algorithm. They were building something people actually cared about. The truth is, the gold rush never ended. It just moved online. And just like in 1849, most people leave with nothing. The question isn't whether there's gold out there. It's whether you're digging in the right place, or just buying someone else's shovel.